Hi everybody, this is Peter B. I've never done one of these before, but I'm going to do a recent pickup video to show you some of my new stuff I got. The first one I want to show you is from Topps Now. It's Masataka Yoshida against Shohei Ohtani. They were teammates just a month earlier for Team Japan, who ended up winning the tournament. And on April 17th of this year, the first time they faced each other in Major League Baseball. And you can see beautiful Fenway Park behind the action. And Shohei Ohtani is about to throw one in there. And Shohei Ohtani actually struck him out. But I thought this was a historical card. Two big Japanese players in the leagues right now facing off for the first time as American Major League Baseball player. And the back of it has the Topps. Nothing really exciting, but I thought it was a cool card showing the two Japanese powerhouses. Okay, next one I want to show you, I won in an auction. And this is the 1970 Milton Bradley Rico Petrocelli card. Milton Bradley did a baseball game, and they had images of players who played during the 1970. See, and that's what the back of it looks like. I don't know how to play the game, but I assume it's dice. I'm not sure. It goes 3 to 12. Dice would be 2 to 12, and it's missing 7 and a couple other numbers. Anyways, Gem Mint 10. Rico Petrocelli, 1970 Milton Bradley game card. And along with that, I won a 1963 Pepsi Rusty Staub card. I've never seen this before. I have seen the Rico, but I've never seen this Pepsi card. It was hand cut, as you can see the on the back. This is the back of it. And you can see where the cut marks are. So it is hand cut. I assume it was a display that came with a probably a 6-pack of Pepsi or a box of Pepsi. And I just thought it was a neat card. Rusty Staub was a good player, known for being with the Montreal, but he started out in Houston. So 1963 Pepsi Rusty Staub. Now, the next one I got, Bowman 53 had a live session, and he invited other collectors on to talk about Japanese baseball cards. And during the show, I forget who it was, I'm sorry about that, but someone showed their 1964 Moringa cards, in particular this one. And this is of Katsuya Nomura. I'm sure I'm butchering the name, but I just thought it was a cool card. Reminds me a little bit of that Roy Campanella pose where he's looking up for a foul ball. It also kind of looks a little bit like the Bowman 53 cards. And it's a Japanese card, if you haven't figured that out. And so I figured that'd be a good example of a Japanese card to have in my collection. 1964 Moringa Katsuya Nomura from the Nakai Hawks. I really like the look of this card, so that's going to be my one example of Moringa Japanese player cards in my collection. Okay, and then I went to a antique store. It's an antique store that Picker Jim has been known to visit. And Jim, there's really not much left. But I did manage to get these two exhibit cards and a postcard. First one is a 1947. Yeah, I know they were released in a series like 47 to 61, but let's call them 1947. Red Sox Dom DiMaggio. Sporting his glasses. You can see the B in his Boston Red Sox cap. Real nice. I don't have many exhibit cards, so I was actually kind of excited to get these, especially at Dom DiMaggio. And of course, the backs are blank. So I got this one. And then I got a second one. Bob Dillinger, who I had no clue who he was, other than he was on the St. Louis Browns, because you can tell that by his uniform. But I just like the determination and the hustle in this image. Now, I don't know whether someone said, slide to that base and want to take your photo, or it was during the game. Probably doubt during the game because it's so close to the base. We probably did this on the field just for the photographer, but look at that. I just thought that was a cool card. Look at that determination in his face. Bob Dillinger, the St. Louis Browns, 1947, of course, once again, has a blank back. So I got that at that antique store. And the third piece I got at the antique store is a 1910 postcard. Hits of the game. And it shows two ladies getting dressed to play the game. Has a bench and a big puffy sack-like bag and an old-time catcher's mitt and a ball. And this postcard, like I said, is from 1910. The name of it is Hits of the Game. It was published by Roth and Langley as part of their Risque series. So I guess back in 1910, it was risque for these women to be showing their baseball stockings. But I just thought that was neat. It has been sent in the mail. So hits of the game. And then the final one, I got off eBay. Like I said, I got those exhibit cards and I wanted to get one from 1962. And so I got a nice Warren Spahn exhibit card from 1962. And the reason I wanted a 1962 was because that year they actually put statistics on the exhibit backs, just like baseball cards. And I thought it was neat. See the long time career he's going. So a 1962 Warren Spahn exhibit card. Now the final piece I'm going to show you, I've actually been looking at it all this time, is an N99 tobacco card from 1887. It's a Duke card. Duke's name of the company, and it was their Navy long cut tobacco. And the N99 features Civil War scenes. And I just thought that was real neat. I mean, look at that. The bomb exploding over the smokestacks of that ironclad, firing on the fort. And the back is real neat too. The scene is foot supporting the assault on Fort Donelson. February 15th, 1862. And it was a Duke brand, but also Gale and Axe, American Tobacco Company. I believe this series also has honest long cut backs. This is a navy back. I just love the colors, the scene. And the thing is, you don't really think about, but here's a card, 1887, so a very old card, depicting a scene of the Civil War, which seems like ancient history to us today. But that battle occurred in 1862, so this card was printed just 25 years after that battle occurred. And I'm sure some people smoking that brand of cigarettes pulled it out, and they could have been there, or they could have known someone that's been there, because that was actually in their lifetime. Seems very far away today, though. So I just love the colors on this. So that's it. My first ever recent pickups. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day.